FNAF 4 is the best FNAF game, at least when it comes to atmosphere. If I were to take all the FNAF games I've played and sit them down next to each other, I'd say UCN has the best gameplay, Sister Location is the best at telling a contained story, and FNAF 4 has the best atmosphere. Something about this game just feels heavy. Put yourself in the shoes of everyone who was eagerly anticipating this game when it was first announced. Up until now, we've been playing as an employee for Fazbear Entertainment. We received checks, had work hours, we most likely had a place to go home to once this nightmare of a job was over. Even if the games never let us actually leave and go home, we could at least confide in knowing we just gotta survive until 6 AM and all of our problems would disappear. For lack of a better term, we were an adult. Now, let's look at FNAF 4. For the first time in the entire series, we're small. We're a child. This isn't some office with strong steel doors like in FNAF 1 or meticulously placed cameras like in FNAF 2 or 3. This is your fucking house. Your home. Somewhere that usually shouldn't have animatronics, and yet, against all odds, here they are. And better yet, their appearance is completely impractical. Razor sharp teeth, a decrepit exterior riddled with wear and tear, their extra long tongue. Okay, who the fuck was in charge of that one? You're practically begging the artist to get to work. Jesus Christ, Scott. But all jokes aside, this is terrifying. I haven't even mentioned any sound design or gameplay mechanics or anything like that. Simply the concept of the nightmares we faced in the past few games being beefed up and in the same house as you is spine chilling. It has the same energy as talking shit to someone online, then seeing them show up at your fucking house. I know everyone watching this video has either been a child or is a child, and I'm sure all of us can remember imagining things that may or may not have actually been there. I used to be afraid of the dark when I was little. I had an overactive imagination. One moment I'd be cuddling my favorite plushie, then the next I'd be terrified out of my mind because it slouched the wrong way. The very tone here is heavier than anything FNAF 2 or 3 could muster up. This game, it makes you feel small. You're sat in a child's bedroom. The door towers over you. The doorknob alone is over your head. You're vulnerable. Any fan who's watched my non-FNAF content, aka my favorite fans, would know that nyctophobia and claustrophobia are some of my favorite tools in horror games. While I personally believe FNAF 6 utilizes claustrophobia the best in the series, FNAF 4 is definitely the god of nyctophobia. The intense black void you see when gazing into the darkness, coupled with the pure uncertainty that comes with the territory, is such an elegant way to get the blood pumping. There's a huge psychological battle within the player's head in FNAF 4. The entire way this game is framed forces you to either trust your instincts or die from uncertainty. You have 4 animatronics trying to kill you, all of them attacking from different points. Bonnie's at the left door, Chica's at the right door, Foxy's in the closet if you allow him to get there, and Freddy is lurking quietly from the darkness behind your head. Due to the high frequency of which these animatronics try to kill you, and the rather lengthy process of getting them to fuck off, it can lead to panic if you're not level-headed. In FNAF 1, getting Bonnie was somewhat of a blessing if Foxy was about to attack. You know, as long as you left that door closed, that 50% of the animatronics you gotta worry about are no longer an issue. Same goes for if the right door is closed. If Chica's outside your office, then really, Freddy doesn't exist anymore. In FNAF 2, as long as you have the mask down, the only thing that can kill you is Foxy or the puppet. That ability to just have a huge chunk of your problems mitigated at once is what separates FNAF 1 and 2 from FNAF 4. In FNAF 4, you have to run up to a door, listen for a good 3 seconds, then flash your light if nothing's there, or close the door if you heard something. Immediately, this is a huge step up from the previously mentioned games because dealing with a threat forces you to devote 100% of your attention to that threat. And the entire time you're doing this process, you're thinking in the back of your head what the animatronics are up to, or if you're about to be attacked while you're preoccupied. However, if you skip out or rush the process, it may lead lead to an early death. So you have to balance this delicate dance of speed, efficiency, and mental tranquility to finish the check as soon as possible, but not let your nerves get the better of you. Rushing this will only get you killed, but being overly careful does more harm than good. So you're stuck in this beautifully intense mix of rush, coupled with the inherent calmness one must achieve to be able to steady their breathing, steady their mind, and listen, even if it's for a little longer than they're comfortable with. Foxy is the perfect example of this. I'm not gonna lie, it's tedious as fuck trying to keep Burrow's sexuality a secret, but goddamn is it an excellent gameplay mechanic. Basically, if you don't keep tabs on Foxy's footsteps and keep him out of your room properly, then he seeks refuge within your closet. Foxy has 4 stages once he's in your closet: plushie, standing, crouching, and coming out. It's best we keep that last stage hidden from Twitter. Making sure he doesn't tell the world he ate the Yasify pill leaves you very, very vulnerable, as you just sit at the closet and tell him to keep that shit hidden like the terrible friend you are. And why is this time-consuming mechanic so beautiful? Because it can be avoided with skill. Yes, sometimes you will be shit out of luck when Foxy decides to attack, so I won't pretend there's no RNG in this, but a vast majority of the time Foxy can just be kept at bay by listening to your surroundings and checking both doors regularly. Which brings me to what this game will always have over every other FNAF game. It's ambience. The ambience in this game is astonishing, to be brutally honest with you, and it all has to do with what you don't see. You hear the sounds of crickets chirping in the night, the sounds of dogs barking away, the booming chimes of the grandfather clock, as intimidating as it is inspiring, reminding us that whether we like it or not, time is still moving, and there is an end in sight. This beautiful, swirling cacophony of sounds and life, it's something unlike any other FNAF game. It really does feel like there's an entire world out there, blissfully ignorant of the struggles we're facing. In FNAF 2, there wasn't much time to be scared and take in the atmosphere. The music box consumed most of our time, and when we weren't cranking up passion fruit for the marionette, we were fending for our lives. In FNAF 3, the ambience was sinister, I'll give it that, and Springtrap always reminded you that he was still there. But it was too easy to calm your nerves and relax once you found him. Once you see the threat, well, you know where he is, and you don't have to be scared anymore. FNAF 1 had an amazing ambience that practically felt alive alongside its extremely creepy animatronics. But FNAF 4 blows 1 out of the water in terms of how downright terrifying its atmosphere can be. And I think it goes without saying that the games following FNAF 4 also failed to one-up this feat. Who out there is genuinely shitting themselves at Pizzeria Sim? As you play through FNAF 4, you fall into the same rhythm of checking both doors, check the bed, check the closet, rinse and repeat. You stay mentally present enough to fulfill your duties, but your mind does wander. Questions go through your head the longer you think about the ambience surrounding you, with the animatronics surrounding you. The same chill goes up and down your spine as the clock ticks away, unwavering. The weight of the world pressing harder on your psyche with each hour that goes by. It's a terrifying mental symphony of doubt and curiosity, and to be blown away this much by a game I've already played was the last thing I expected when revisiting this game. In short, FNAF 4 is one of those games you shouldn't play before bed. If you had any thoughts or comments on what I said today, please share them down below. And as usual, I am terrible at outros. Good night. Got it. Please don't blow out my eardrums. Ow! Okay, lowering that. Please, go gay, bro. Thank you. What? What? Bro. What? What the? Yeah, I'm dead. What was that, bro? I panicked, dog.